Well, hello. I just filmed using this new palette right here. This is the Tarte Sweet Escape palette, and I came up with this eye look. I had something else in mind, but this is how it went. So if you're interested to see how I got this look, keep on watching. You're in the right place. Well, hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be trying a bunch of new products. I already have my face primed. I used the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I've got two different foundations. I'm going to use one of them. They're both by Flower Beauty. One is the Light Illusion, and the other one is About Face. So I'm hoping I got the right shades, but I'm not 100% positive. But I think I want to try the Light Illusion. I think that's the one that has a little bit more dewiness to it, and I love a good dewy face. I have dry skin, so the dewiness really helps out. I'm gonna use my Real Techniques Beauty Blender, and and that looks a little bit more yellow. Wow. All right, let's see if we can get this blended out. My nose looks so red. Let's kind of spread this out, cover all this up. And let's see what we think after we get it on. This is so different. It definitely feels hydrating and moisturizing. I know you're not supposed to really swipe with the Beauty Blender. Doing that kind of shears it out a little bit, and also has a tendency to leave some streaking, which we don't want. And I'm hoping that I don't break out any more than I already am, because I am breaking out from, and I'm not sure which product did it. I think it was the new Tutti Frutti Do You foundation, but I'm not 100% sure. And so hopefully this does not break me out. Let's see if we can build this up just a little bit. But it seems to be emphasizing my texture. I don't really care for that. Make sure we get the nose. All right, so that's the foundation on. Honestly, I really don't know how I feel about it. I also had picked up this Flower Beauty Supernova Elixir drops, but they're like straight up glittery, so I'm not sure how I feel about that, so I'm not going to be using that today. I will go in with my, let's see, I will go in with the Makeup Revolution concealer because I've been loving this. I should have picked up a Flower Beauty concealer, but I didn't. So we're going to use the other end of the beauty sponge and tap that in. We'll see how long this lasts on my face. If it tends to start looking cakey or anything like that, I will be coming off. I won't be keeping it on all day. But we've got the concealer on and the foundation. Now let's go into brows. I've got my CoverGirl brow pencil. And I'm just going to fill in. Don't know why I did that. Went pretty low there. I do have the camera at the with the wide angle lens. Still testing this out, seeing what I think of it, if I like it or not. I'm undecided. I feel like I don't know where exactly to look because I do use my iPhone for filming. Brows are on, bronzer today. I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula bronzer. This is the butter bronzer. I haven't used it in a little while, so let's go ahead and use that today. Well, it's been a minute. I almost feel like I needed to set my cheek area, and I didn't. We're gonna move on. Blush today. I haven't worn blush in a while. I'm gonna be using this new palette, and this is the Tarte Sweet Escape palette. And it's got this beautiful little pineapple on it. So this is the palette, everything that comes with it. I'm going to use a blush out of here. And I'm thinking I want to use this one. So that's what we're going to do. Get a little bit on there. And just give those cheeks just... Let's drop it. That was not supposed to happen. Whoops. Okay. That's a pretty nice size little palette there, and apparently needs both hands to hold it. So I'm just going to set it on my lap, and hopefully we don't have that experience again. Sorry. I'm going to attempt to remove the plastic sheet that's in there. So this was covering up the shadows. Go ahead and prime my lids. I'm going to use my, I don't have a new eye primer, so I'm just going to use my Unique Moodstruck eye primer. And it literally, I've said this before, it takes the smallest amount to prime the lids. Now the last holiday palette that I tried, which was the, dang it, the Daydreamer palette, didn't work out as great as I thought that it was going to. So hopefully this one works out better. This one comes with your eyeshadows, a bronzer, 2 blushes, and a highlighter. It comes with a lipstick that's in the shade Naughty Nude. This is the color. That does not look nude to me. So we'll be trying that today. It comes with the Man-Eater mascara, just a little deluxe size. And I already have one of those opened, so I'll be using the one that I have opened. Then it comes with an eyeliner, and this is a liquid eyeliner. So we will try that today. See if I can hold this up here. I think I want to go into this lighter shade right here. And that is called Windsurf. I did not put any highlighter on. I'm debating whether or not I will. We're going to put Windsurf in our crease. I kind of feel like, because the foundation kind of emphasized my texture to my face, I am worried about the highlighter doing the same thing. I might use it to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. We'll see. Just kind of play around and see what happens. This palette seems to be working out. Like, I'm pretty pleased with the way that that's blending out nicely. I'm really kind of digging this shade right here. So I know I want to play with this one. Let's go into this shade right here. It's called Memories. It's a little bit darker than the shade I started with. And I just kind of want to put that on the outer corner and drag it up into the crease a little bit. Oh my gosh, these, like, they go on and just kind of blend themselves. I don't know if you can hear that. My dogs are barking. They're outside. I'm not sure what they're barking at, but what I was saying was these blend themselves out. Like, there's a texture to them. They're creamy. They just go, like, glide on, and I feel like they just do the work for you. This palette is way better than the last one I tried. I'm just dragging that into the crease more. I got it how I want it. So I'm going to go into this beautiful blue shade. That's called Carry On. It has kind of a shimmery, it's not a matte, and it's not quite a glitter. So it's somewhere in between. And on me, it's not quite the same color that's in the pan. Of course not. And there is a little bit of fallout. That's fine, I'll clean that up. I literally just tried to clean that up and it made a big old mess, so I had to wipe it away, and I'm gonna probably have to redo my concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this darker blue here. That one is called Sunnies. And I'm just gonna tap that into the outer corner. And I'm also bringing that into the crease. I'm gonna blend that out a little bit. I'm almost thinking that may have been a mistake. It really darkened up the look. But we're gonna roll with it and see if I can't save it somehow. We're just gonna keep playing. Have that carry on a different brush. And I'm gonna pull that out, just kind of packing that on. Cleaning that brush off, and I'm gonna pick up a lighter shade. I kind of want to go into this pinky shade right here. It's called Checked Out. And I'm just gonna run it across. I'm actually gonna use my blending brush, and I'm gonna pick that up. It's a pinky purple, really light. And I'm just gonna run it over this darker shade here. Try and help blend it out and lighten it up just a teensy bit. That is my plan. I think that kind of worked. It's not as dark as it was. I'm gonna take the highlighter in this. It is called Bandeau. I'm gonna run it underneath my brow bone. I'm also going to run it in the inner corner. I did not wet any of these shades. I am using them all dry. I'm going to take this shade right here called Upgrade. it underneath. I also want to pick up, I don't know why, but I really am drawn towards this color right here. It's called I don't know if you can see that. It's like reflective. This one's called Unwind. And I'm bringing that just underneath Upgrade. And it may or may not go with the look, but it is what it is. We're just gonna roll with it. That is all I'm gonna do for shadows. I'm just going to blend this a little bit. I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in black. Run that in my waterline. Also going to tight line with it. Sometimes I just need to hold that skin because it moves. As you age, your skin moves a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and try this Man-Eater liquid eyeliner. That seemed to go on pretty easy. We're going to use the Man-Eater mascara. Go ahead and throw on this new lipstick. And this is the final look. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching me today. Be sure to subscribe before you leave. Have a blessed day.